Hello everyone, welcome to Energy First Golf. So today we're going to have some fun, and I know I have a lot of people ask me, what is the correct understanding of a lead arm abduction? Okay? So I know a lot of people, I see it all the time on the range, people put this thing, put a sock or a head cover over here, because the reason why they say that, well, my coach will ask me to do this because on the downswing, this arm is going to have a lead arm abduction, so I want to feel like, this is close to my body. And the truth is, that right there is what they call the holding pattern. Remember, a golf swing is energy in motion. You cannot hold on to anything. You cannot create a position. If you are creating a position, like I say, you're just hitting balls. You're not swinging. Okay? So I never encourage people to put it here or put it here. And the truth is, you can see if I put a thing here, if I make sure this thing doesn't fall, my backswing, my arms is actually in very shallow position. They're not in the correct plane. Okay, so today in this video I'm going to explain to you guys what is the correct understanding of a lead arm abduction. Alright, so I'm going to actually put this away for now a little bit. So don't forget, we have our own gloves and our own belts. The correct understanding of a lead arm abduction is this: when you set up, your lead arm in your body has an angle. Here has an angle. Okay, this angle doesn't change a lot if you take the club back correctly, if you have rotation of the body. You can see right now, from the bottom to here, this angle doesn't change much. But for most amateurs, this angle is changing already, because you know what you're doing is because you're grabbing the arms and you're letting your shoulders and arms get to here. And you can see right here, this angle is already getting really small. Okay. Now, why, if the angle gets small in the backswing, is no good? Is because one, that tells me you're not rotating, and two, you're taking away the downswing angles. So let me explain to you what happens, right? So when you get to the top, if you do it correctly, over here, you have a lot of angle here. So when you get to the top, even though the momentum, your arm's going to go up. Okay. Now remember, if you're taking the club in the bad place, which means if you're taking the club with your hands and you're getting you get stuck. See, this position is called stuck because everything gets really tight. So on the downswing, you have to use this stuck position because everything's tight. So you have to release this tightness of your arms. And that's the reason why a lot of people cast the club. Okay, if you don't cast the club and your arms are coming down, and then you have no weight transfer because this is moving faster, the fast twitch muscles of your arms. That's the reason why a lot of people say, well, how come I have a hard time with weight transfer? So let's go back to correct things, right? We're gonna get to the top. Okay, we're gonna create all this room here. We're not going to do this. We're gonna create all this room here because on the downswing, because your body is gonna go ahead of your arms, and there's this lagging movement, your body is gonna pull your arms down. So with the angle, when you get to the top, is much bigger than the bad movement which you did before. There's a lot more angle here. And then on the downswing, it's going to get smaller. It's going to get smaller a little bit. But not as small if you're doing a wrong movement, which I will explain to you in a minute. Alright? So on the downswing, your body's pulling the arms down. But because there's no interference of what I call the power struggle, and your body is going to, at this position, your body is going to actually throw the arms out this way, which enlarges this angle because your body is going to throw it, and then your arms are rotating. Now, most amateurs don't get that enlarged angle here. It's because why? It's because one, when you get to the top, you're already shortchanging yourself, and then because all the tension here, all the sensitivity from your right arm, and then you'll use your right arm come down. And as you can see, if you use your right arm to come down, and this right arm is going to pull here, okay? And that's the reason why you see a lot of amateurs. You have like chicken wing, of course, and you can see right here because your arm, this arm's controlling this club. So what happened? This arm is never gonna go this way. So this angle keeps getting smaller. But here's what's funny. You have been working on that feeling. So you say, man, that's a right feeling, and then you have a chicken wing, right? So I really, to be honest with you, I never understand why people would put something here and there. Again, I know a lot of people say, well, I see a pro do it. Again, do you know what they're working on? Or are they working on what you think they're working on? We don't know. And again, most tour players, if you already have the right energy, and it's a big problem that they don't have, but you have, right? So let's recap the lead arm abduction. Rotation here, the angle is big right here. Rotate, 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 right? The angle gets a little bit smaller, but not as small if you're using your arms. And then on the downswing, it gets smaller because of the lagging, but because your body's going to throw the arms and you don't have a contradiction of a power, and the arm's going to go, this angle right here is going to get enlarged, and then the arm's going to go out. So in the wrong way, the lead arm abduction, you keep it here because your arms are leading the rotation, and then on the downswing, because your arms are leading the rotation, and then you use your arms again, and then when you get to here, this arm, it's never able to go that way, so you keep it there, so this angle keeps getting really small, right? And then you come across that, so that's the reason why most amateurs, you got slides, or these guys pull hook it, because you're never, quote unquote, swinging from inside out. You always swing from either inside in or outside in, right? So you can see if you do those two movements, your lead arm abduction, the way how you understand lead arm abduction is very incorrect and it's very wrong. Okay, people say, well, no, just feel that. Feel that's how your body is getting tight. No, that's not the correct way of looking at lead arm abduction. Lead arm abduction just means on the downswing, you can feel the pulling here. The angle gets smaller, and then it gets bigger. But if you have a back swing, that's incorrect. That lead arm abduction is also incorrect. All right. So, please, guys, you don't need to work on this. Okay, you need to work on this. All right. But a lot of you ask me, well, why does my teacher teach that way? Well, I always tell people, look, it's easy to teach you to hit balls because if you hit balls, that's a great lesson. All right. And it's hard to learn swing, but the problem is that it's hard to learn play golf with hitting also because then you go to the course and say, well, I have no consistent. I have no any type of consistency. So that's the reason why it makes golf so tricky for amateurs. Either way is hard, but I highly recommend you learn golf, meaning energy first, impact later. When I say energy first, it just means your body has to move correctly to create energy. You can't use the wrong power and the wrong energy, right? And the truth is, like I say, I don't know a lot of tour players or a lot of professional coaches know the difference between hitting the ball and swinging through the ball. You know, if you go to a lesson, the first lesson, they obviously want you to make contact so that way they feel like, oh, the lesson's done. You hit the ball is good. It's not going where you want it to go, but at least you hit the ball. You're not missing the ball, they say. Well, but then you're building bad habits. So please click like and subscribe to our channel by click on this button. Leave a comment if you guys have any questions. Let me know, and we also have 2 recommended video for you guys to watch. Remember, energy first, impact later. Okay, if you think about impact first, you're never learning how to play golf correctly. I'll see you next time.